Good morning, All Souls. I'm Dolores Miller, the Director of Religious Education. The All Souls theme for February is spiritual friendships. Now, we all have friends, and each friend is a unique relationship. But there are times in our lives when we experience an unexplainable deep connection with another person, a spiritual friendship. The world of sports is full of stories of spiritual friendships. And since today is Super Bowl Sunday, I chose a football story.
I was born in 1943 in Wichita, Kansas. Though there was some racial mixing, black people and white people were taught to stick to their own race. We moved a lot when I was growing up and ended up very poor and often hungry. The only constant in my life was football. I didn't do very well in the classroom, but I thrived on the football field. I had several college scholarship offers, but I chose the University of Kansas. It opened up a whole new world for me. I was later picked by the Chicago Bears in the first round of the NFL draft.
I was born in 1943 in Massachusetts, but we moved to Florida when I was very young. Growing up in Florida in the 50s and 60s meant living in a segregated community. Blacks were treated by many whites as second-class citizens. I was a strong football player in high school, but my size and speed as a running back didn't impress most of the colleges. I was only offered one football scholarship. Unfortunately, NFL talent scouts weren't interested in Wake Forest talent at that time. I eventually made the Chicago Bears at a free agent tryout.
I had to get friendly with Piccolo because he was my backup man, and when I was tired, I depended on him for a breather, and he always knew when that was. He always said he had the distinction of never being put into a game by a coach. We worked it out between ourselves. By the end of that first year, we had both loosened up quite a bit. I think he actually helped me open up because he was such a happy-go-lucky guy. He always had a joke or two in him.
Gale and I got acquainted our second year. We lockered according to our numbers, 40 for Sayers, 41 for Piccolo. In 1967, the Bears coaching staff made the controversial decision of rooming us together for road games. This shocked many people because it was the first time in team history that a room pairing was integrated.
That's unprecedented.
It's never happened before.
Neither Piccolo nor Sayers objected. When asked about this decision, they both joked about it. It was their calmness in discussing black-white integration that reduced the public controversy that the decision had caused. It was a ray of hope that perhaps the two worlds, black and white, could come together, not just in football, but across American society.
In a game against the 49ers, I was hit clean but hard, and my right knee bent in the wrong direction. Piccolo took my place and became the starting running back for the first time in his career. Pick made it his mission to spur me on to full recovery. He persistently encouraged me to press through the physical and emotional pain that I felt.
Then, during the end of that season, I had to take myself out of a game because I couldn't catch my breath. We found out I had lung cancer. Through my surgeries, a big boost to my spirits were the well wishes I got from fans.
Get well soon, Brian. We're rooting for you, Brian.
Yay!
Voted among the most courageous men in the NFL for my comeback from my knee surgery. When I received that award, I accepted it on behalf of Pick. I said, "You flatter me by giving me this award, but I tell you, I accept it for Brian Piccolo. It's mine tonight, it's Brian's tomorrow." I love Brian Piccolo, and I'd like you all to love him too.
Unfortunately, Brian Piccolo didn't make it. Gale Sayers spent the rest of his life keeping the memory of Brian Piccolo alive.
Brian Piccolo had the heart of a giant. I'm proud to have had a friend who spelled out the word courage 24 hours every day of his life.
Gale Sayers and Brian Piccolo, a spiritual friendship.
Are you ready? Hey! Are you